Alright, so we figured while we're here in Andover, we'd take another video, kind of tell you about some of the people that we've met out here on the trail. Because you meet a lot of interesting
Interesting people,
people and get a lot of interesting stories while you're out here.
for sure. Um, I guess for well, just like it seems like there's like two specific types of people. You have like the 20-year-olds
I
and
guess.
like 50s and 60-year-olds.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know if the 50 or 60-year-olds are like on a bucket list or whatever, but it definitely seems like there's not many middle-aged people. It's
Yeah,
kind
and I
of
think
all,
it's probably the only times you have enough time in your life to do something to take 5 or 6 months off are
yeah.
when you're young or after you've retired. So that's probably why you get such a big gap. But yeah, we've met. There's a couple people we've met that we actually interacted with for some a couple hours, some a couple days.
Yeah, at least a
Um,
fairly extensive period.
yeah, so we're going to tell you about a couple of them.
First guy was Happy Feet. He he actually we met him the first day.
Uh-huh.
We hiked up Katahdin with him and back down with him, and he was interesting. He was kind
Mhm.
of goofy, I guess. Um, he did he hurt his knee?
Yeah,
He hurt his knee like the very first or
it's the
second
second day.
day. We camped with him this first night.
Yeah, so because we camped him the first night, and then he walked it with us again the second day for about half the day, and
And
then
he said his
he
knee
hurt
was
his
hurt.
knee.
But then he cheated, we think. We're not 100% sure. But we saw his name and him write a little snippet in a logbook like 100 miles later.
And he
And
didn't pass
he
us.
didn't pass us. So either there's I'm almost 100% sure he either cheated or just kind of wanted to stay at one shelter before he quit, or I don't know. But
Something odd was going on.
so,
So if we see him again, we'll let you know what happened.
yeah. Um,
Who else? Oh, we met a just married couple called the Watsons.
mhm.
They had a dog with them.
Yeah, I forgot about their dog. I like
Yeah,
that dog.
and we hiked with them for a little bit because they kind of climbed a mountain with us.
Yeah.
Um, they're nice people. We talked to them for a while because they wanted to talk, so we were willing to talk and listen, and
Yeah.
that was a nice little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of wished that they were quicker so they would have spent more time with us or whatever, but
Yeah,
they
and
were
I think
pretty
that's the
slow.
trouble with a lot of the people is we're hiking faster than most people.
Well, but they were also really slow. I think
They were.
that was like 7 days in or something, and I'm pretty sure they started a week before us or something
Yeah.
ridiculous like that. And that was 7 days in. So, yeah,
Who else? We also saw Sundancer. We saw him at about the same time.
he was an older gentleman.
Uh-huh.
He actually lives like 10 minutes away from where I used to live in Charlotte.
Hmm.
Um, and did he say it was? Was he the one that said it was on his bucket list or something?
I think so.
But he was pretty interesting. We mentioned him in the Trail Magic section because we were talking to him about getting some food, and it wound up that the people that overheard us gave us some food. Um,
Yeah, but we stayed with him for 2 nights in a row. Cause we stayed with him one night, and we both hiked to the same spot the next night. So we saw him a couple times throughout the day, and then stayed with him again that next night. So
yeah,
that was a nice little
while we were
bit.
taking a break, he would pass us, and then he wouldn't take as long of a break, and then we'd pass him until our next break, and it was
Yeah, and
back
then
and forth.
recently, I guess it was yesterday or the day before, we met the KKK.
Which
Like,
are like the first group of Southbounders that
yeah,
like
well they're
or not?
flip floppers.
I don't
So
know.
flip floppers they hike north for a while, and then they take a bus or something to the top end, to the northernmost end, and then they hike south back to where they stopped. A lot of people do it because it makes it easier to finish the trail. You can have longer time because the things up in the northernmost section, like Katahdin, close for the winter. So this makes sure you can get it all in before everything's closed. So there were three people. There were two guys and a girl. The KKK they stood for. I think it was what was it?
Something cat crew.
The Cool Cat Crew with all K's or something like
A
that.
little goofy. I can't
So, but yeah,
remember.
we saw them hiking, and then they stayed in the same place here with us
Yeah.
last night, and then they got back out on the trail a couple hours ago. And then one of the guys is from Kernersville.
Oh yeah, he lives like if as the crow flies, he lives less than a mile from my house in Kernersville, which is crazy. Yeah, small world out here.
Yeah, and we actually saw him about a month and a half ago at Great Outdoor Provision Company,
Yeah.
and then now we saw him again out here on the
And
trail.
we didn't realize it was him until we
Yeah, last
started
night.
talking to him. Yeah.
So it's kind of a crazy small world. Sometimes, even out here in the middle of nowhere, you meet people that you've seen before in
Yeah.
the same place. So you meet lots of interesting people out here. I'm sure that we'll meet a lot more.
Yeah.
Probably some that we'll get to know a little bit better than the ones we've met so far.
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't really had any extensive hiking with people, you know.
Not yet.
Hmm. Yeah.
But so far, those are the most people we've met. I mean, we've talked to 50 or 100 other people, but nobody for longer than a couple minutes.
Yeah.
It's an adventure, though. Every day you hear new stories.
Trail stories.
Trail stories. So you believe a little bit of them and take the rest with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
But this is our last night in Andover,
Yeah.
so we're going to go get some rest before we
Last
head out
night
tomorrow
with
morning.
Wi-Fi for a little while, so
So if you don't hear from us, we're not dead.
don't expect any other 6.5 minute videos.
No. But
yeah.
all right, we love you guys. Bye.
Going.